Good afternoon, everybody. It's time for more Ravenloft. Vecna Reborn with Thaddeus, who is playing Zebulous, right?
That's right.
Yeah. Worshipper of, devotee of Zygag, god of mirth and merriment and awesomeness.
And pranks.
And pranks.
And Donald's frat party.
And Rose, welcome back. You're playing Erithia?
Yep. Yay!
The Elven Ranger.
Yeah, I'm no longer that ranger woman with the yeah.
Wait.
And Winter, who plays Amaranth, the halfling scout?
Scout.
Huh.
Rogue. Yeah.
But we don't know that.
And Jonathan, who plays Apothnesko, the half-orc fighter who kills everything with almost one hit. When you make it to the city, it is... Let me show you a picture of the city real quick. Gorak.
It looks like a plant cell.
It's a city with a city wall.
Hamburger.
It's a city with a city wall. To the north of it, there is a river. The major gate looks gothic and cathedral-like. There's a minor gate to the, I'm going to say west. And, yeah. There's a ditch that surrounds the wall. Yeah, there's a big castle in the center. There's no reception for you. There's nothing, no fuss. They let you right in the gate. Unless you want to stop and talk to the guards.
I guess we could. Are any curfews in effect? That sort of thing.
Yeah, the guards will say, I would keep to yourself, do your business, and leave. If you arise the suspicion of the guards, of the daggers, you'll be brought in. Don't resist the daggers. They are the hand of our Lord. Kaz. Our Lord Kaz. Merritt is with you, and she says, she's like, I can't believe we didn't find my husband out there. I need to go see my uncle. His name is Vokar. He'll probably be able to help me find my husband. You get to his home, which is an unassuming home. You knock at the door, and a man appears, and he says, he sees Merritt, and he goes, "My niece, Merritt. Thank the gods you've brought her back to me. My name is Vokar. Who are you?"
Amaranth.
I start blanking.
I am
I have no idea what you just said.
Zebulous,
Batman.
acolyte of Zygag, god of mirth.
Where do you come from? You sound like you have a very thick accent. Please come in. Come inside. I will make something to drink, and we will talk about what happened. Everybody comes in, and he serves everybody some hot tea, and he says, "So what brought you to my niece?"
We found her wandering, looking for her husband, and we asked her for help. Yeah. Maybe should we notify him that there's something?
Look, Merritt, she gets confused sometimes. Her husband died several months ago in the war with the neighboring country.
Oh.
With
The Great War.
It is the only war against the chained god, the whispered one. Let's see here. Everybody can make a wisdom check if they like. It's at -6, but you may be able to make it.
My wise ass. Let's see.
Yeah, I can't find my dice on.
Rose. For Erithia. You notice something other people's don't.
I what?
So as Vokar is talking to you, you notice a black smudge along the edge of Vokar's face.
Okay, I'll ask you guys. I don't think.
You ask your
Is he in the?
I don't think we know either.
He has a smudge on his face. What's that from? Kind of black.
Hey, Vokar, you've got a thing on your face there.
He goes, "What? I have what?"
You got some dirt on your nose, just there.
And he kind of touches himself and he looks at it and he goes, "Oh, I'm a scribe. It's just some ink."
Well, would any of us be aware of any other things that it could be?
No, sometimes blood.
Apparently, I'm not very
It
wise.
could be ink. It could be paint. It could be makeup.
Makeup. Maybe he's not really the uncle. Maybe he's like
It's a
beaten
zombie
up and
pretending
crap.
to be alive.
Zombies can be alive.
Maybe he has that disease. That's making the people die. I don't know.
No,
Well, if you wiped it off, I don't know.
thing.
So Vokar says, "So now what are you going to do now that you're here in town? Are you going to? Thank you for returning Merritt to me. I'll make sure that she's well taken care of. But now, I mean, what brings you all the way out here?"
Magic.
Yeah, what he said.
Well, I hope your travels see you safe and that you can find your way through. Is there anything I can do for you?
What was our main quest? Before we found this woman, what were we doing? We reappeared in another place, right?
What we were doing is trying to get Apothnesko away from the
Yeah.
bitch with the evil eye, Gabrielle.
And we did that.
And now you're
Maybe not like.
now you're just here in town.
Well, I guess the new quest probably has something to do with that disease. So ask him if he knows anything about it. Whatever's afflicting the people.
And the animal.
The chain god. He likes to use strange and queer magics on us. So I would be very, very careful about that.
This is probably the place we have to go.
Yeah. I would not get involved in the war, and I would not go to the Citadel Cavatius.
Okay, so we're going there, right?
Yeah.
Does the chain god have any influence in town? Any official influence?
Here? No. When there's any influence of the chain god here, the daggers would fall upon them and destroy them instantly.
Speaking of which, I'm going to show him one of the black daggers and tell him these people were after his daughter. I mean, his niece.
He looks at the dagger and he says, there are kidnappers that roam the land sometimes.
Okay.
They work in a slave trade.
Are scribes wealthy or something?
Well, I mean, are these professional kidnappers that all have black daggers, or is this...
I don't know. I'm not. I just heard through the local crier that there have been a rash of kidnappings. I assume whoever they are the servants of the Whispered One.
I asked who's been kidnapped? Women, children, men. Is there any who's been kidnapped?
He says the women have been kidnapped.
So do we go directly to the Forbidden Citadel, or do we wander around town first? Or
She gets survived.
Yeah, Vokar.
I don't want to buy.
After some questions, Vokar will let you on your way. Oh, as you're walking through the streets, there's almost nobody on the streets. Very few people out here. When you go through a merchant's area, all the signs are pictures. There's no words anywhere.
So they can't read.
Right.
Oh, wait a minute. That's
It's like we're dolls.
I've heard Uncle describe, and there are no words. what was the black face?
Well, no, that was common in Dark Age type things. There'd be a scribe to write letters for people who could not read and whatever. Although Corey has that expression,
Yeah.
so maybe.
No,
So he
Rose
got
is
a
smarter
scribe
than you
and-
think.
So we have a
Erithia.
scribe who isn't a scribe,
Then makeup.
and a muddled daughter who manages to escape.
With the Antichrist baby. She's pregnant.
Possibly. Maybe it's a zombie baby.
And only
Everyone's like,
women,
so surprised. Like,
no, but only women are being taken, so that just makes you think either they're trying to repopulate somewhere with the women other than here, or they're selling sacrifices.
So
maybe he just doesn't like women.
we have a scribe in an illiterate culture. What can we ask around town about this scribe?
So,
That's a good way to do it.
Well, there's nobody in the streets.
you're in a merchant area right now, and there's actually more people here than in other areas, because that's where you notice all the signs.
But didn't he specifically tell us to keep to ourselves, and like if we don't, then there will be consequences? And like, didn't he recommend that? But
The guards
let's
are
have
in
Everyone
here.
Apothnesko go ask someone if they're described, he can get to write a letter back to his family for him.
Well,
If they don't mention the guy.
Yeah, don't mention the guy, just ask if there's a scribe in town that can help him write a letter to his house, to his family.
you start asking about getting a scribe and such, and people are like, we don't have any scribes here, don't move along. We don't want to talk about that. If you want to buy something, but we're not here for we're not going to talk about.
ain't nobody got time for your scribes.
Yeah.
Ask them why they're so rude and abrupt.
And that's going to end well, huh?
Rude and abrupt. He goes,
okay, then
The guy says, look, you guys look very strange around here. I don't even know. You got a midget over there. Something's wrong with that girl's ears. I don't really want to associate with y'all. You know what? Just move along. Just move along. Though you've not noticed him before, a man with charcoal-colored clothing over dark metal armor approaches you. Sounds of weapons quietly drawn from sheaths reach your ears from all around you as the shadows of the streets produce more darkly garbed soldiers.
Shit, we're gonna be mugged.
Each has a dark, dagger-shaped emblem on his left breast, and a similar such mark burned into his right cheek. The soldiers speak in a cold, rational tone. By order of Lord Kaz, surrender yourselves to us for questioning.
Well,
Never. Resistance is futile.
I mean, I could cast fear. I just don't know that it would work.
They outnumber you 2-1.
But if half of them run away,
If half of them run away, let's see how fear works.
let's see. It could be used on a single creature within 50 feet. Awake. Or it could affect more than one creature in 30 feet. If the caster has sufficient experience.
So what do? They outnumber you 2-1, and they're asking for you to surrender.
I guess we surrender.
can we ask them a question before we surrender?
Sure.
Can we ask them about the rogue kidnappers?
The kidnappers?
Show them the dagger?
When you pull out a dagger, they all draw swords. But when you turn it around to give them the hilt, the captain will come up cautiously, and he'll take the dagger, and he'll look at it, and he'll say, I don't know anything about kidnappers.
Tell me all had eyes burned in their forehead like you have the...
Dagger on your cheek.
Everyone, take them back to headquarters. We need to understand what's going on here.
Because none of us drank before 21. Absolutely not.
No, of course. Never.
Okay.
Corey said, when before you're 21 you drink, but when you turn 21 you can buy other people drinks. Like that's the only thing that changes.
Yeah, now you are a favorite now.
That's right.
What's the THACO of box text anyway?
Oh, man, you can't defeat box text. There's no roll.